For those who are listening, this is part 3 of my under spiritual attack testimony that I am doing. And this one's a harder one to get through, so I'm going to do my best. So, about a year after the Michigan trip, I had an encounter with my friend who went to church with me. And he was brought up in a pretty messed up family, youngest of 9, including step siblings. He had an older brother who was schizophrenic, had an older sister who ended up taking herself out 5 years later. But these were things I was not privy to, their lifestyle and the way things were. So one of the times I stayed the night, he was passed out. It was about 2:30, 3 a.m. And I couldn't have been asleep for more than a half an hour when I woke up to my friend grabbing me by the collar of my shirt, asking me if I know what Lucifer looked like. I ended up having visions while this was occurring, while he was explaining what was happening. And I said no. So he began to describe a man similar to what the Catholics describe Jesus to look like. Clean, long blonde hair, a full beard with a white robe crusted with precious stones. At this point, he had let go of me and was pacing insanely back and forth like a madman. The man asked my friend to take his hand and to follow him. After he said that, he was back to grabbing me by the collar, telling me that both God and the devil had a plan for me. And he started saying things that sent shivers down my spine. Then he continued to tell me that he saw a vision of me at the end of days. Now, while he's explaining this, I'm seeing these things. And I've had reoccurring dreams of this, and I'll explain that later. It was the final battle of good and evil, and he was no longer talking. He was yelling, and this is 4 o'clock in the morning, mind you. He said that the dark army stood across from me in the ruins of the desert, minions and goblins covering the whole plot of land about a half mile away, while dark, vile wraiths floated above them, waiting for their command. The part that bugged me the most about this was that I've had reoccurring dreams about this and exactly what he said to me, as well as the visions that I've had. And it was no longer a story. It was becoming a reality, a movie in my head. Like, I looked beside me and I saw a vast army with axes, hammers, and swords. Flying above us were warrior angels with battle axes riding on the backs of dragons. But then I look at myself and I find I'm the only one in the light army who's wearing black. After telling me his vision and seeing this vision, he had told me he was Lucifer. I didn't believe him at first, but it makes me wonder if he really was.